You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what you got for us?
Well, I talked to you last week. I just wanted to, with regard to the general question, I suppose atheists have it. I'll just state it for you. If there is a God, why is there so much pain and misery? You've heard that.
Yeah.
I just have opinions. Just 2 points I wanted to cover was one is if everything was good all the time and there was no pain and misery, it would be so boring. It would be like when you're drunk all the time.
What's heaven going to be like?
There's nothing to compare it to. There's no badness to compare it to. So you have to have ups and downs too.
What's heaven going to be like? Is there going to be pain and misery in heaven?
I don't know. I'm like you. I happen to believe in God, but I don't have any answers. I don't know. I don't say I know anything either.
Okay, because it just seems like the standard picture of heaven, I think backed up by the Bible even, is there will be no more suffering or death.
I think my definition of heaven is that we're all let in on the joke.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
The word was celebrate, not celibate.
yeah, because it's such a short life anyway that you say there's so much pain and misery. Really, when you think about it, when somebody gets wrapped around pretty good and then they die, I mean, it's over pretty quick. People. I just think that it's a short experiment life is for each one of us, and then we get a let in on the joke and we die. Oh, that's why you did. It was to say to God, see, that's why I did. I wanted to go into, which brings me to my second point.
Yeah. But again, isn't that also, again, partly an unfair part of the system that you get this very tiny, short amount of time in relation to decide where you're going to spend eternity?
Maybe he's got another planet for you to go to, and you go try, or another universe where you go, well, this other universe, what you do is you ride on skateboards for a living.
Oh,
okay?
so we get multiple lives. That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool.
That's not very compatible with Christianity, I didn't think.
Yeah,
but
Christianity doesn't.
I don't believe in all these religions. I don't believe in them. I think that the general tenet of wisdom, and the thread that runs through each one of them is kindness, basically.
Unfortunately, there's not enough evidence to distinguish any religion from any other religion. There's no way of deciding which one is the right one, or if any are.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I think that generally all religions are based on kindness, and loving your family and everything, and loving each other.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I know there's some that go off and say, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna cut off a monkey's head, make an ashtray out of it, or something." And you got to do that every Thursday.
Yeah.
But I mean, you say, well, prior to doing that, prior to the monkey ashtray thing, you're going to love your neighbor. Let me just leave it at that. That's how I kind of approach religion. Okay.
I don't know if I can support the statement that all religions are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, as far as the where's the proof thing, if it is like a joke that God's God, I mean, he would conspire. He would be, if he was all powerful and everything, he would be able to successfully conspire to cloak the truth from everybody at any turn. Where don't worry about getting proof. You never will get the proof because he wants you to.
Yeah.
It would be like.
If he's perfect, he can hide himself.
See, if anybody really did have proof, and everybody would give up and say, "Okay, that's it. We know what happens when you die. Well, that's it. I'm not going to work this morning because I'm going to just kill myself and go to heaven because I found that somebody's got proof over here and I saw a videotape of it. Well, that's it." Yeah. So that'd be, the game's over. It'd be like if you feel like when you videotape a sporting event and you don't want to know the outcome of it, and then but it's already been played, and you say it's because it's fake. So you see like some ball game, like a World Series, and you didn't see it, and somebody says, "Why know the final score to that?" They ruin it for everybody. Then you don't even have to watch the game, and it's ruined for everybody. So that's why there's never been proof. And
sure, but
I think God. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, God could, if he wanted to and existed, cloak the truth from everybody. Then again, so could Loki. I mean, are you familiar with Loki? He's the Norse trickster god.
No.
Oh, well, I mean, the Norse have a pantheon of gods, used to have a pantheon of gods like the Greeks, and Loki was the guy who was always going around causing trouble, playing pranks on everybody. It would be really interesting if Loki was the creator of the universe and convinced everybody that the Christian God was the right one. I mean, if you're saying there's no way to know, then there's no way to know also that he's just not screwing with you.
But actually, a variation on what you had said. A lot of people use it as an argument for God, I guess, is if God all of a sudden revealed himself, then that would take away your free will. Everybody would know that he's a true. They would kneel down and worship him. Life would be essentially meaningless at that point. And I don't buy that simply because we all know that laws exist, for instance. I know that there are police. I know that the speed limit is blah and you can't kill people. that doesn't stop everyone from committing crimes. Just like if somebody came along and said, look, the God of the Bible, 100% true, and they had all the evidence to back it up, I would still say, okay, it might be true, but that really sucks. Because the God of the Bible did some bad stuff, and he's got to explain for it. Because again, I mean, wiping out the entire population of the world in the flood, not so good. I could not support a God who says, simply for questioning me, you deserve to burn in hell. I could not support that God. Even if I knew he was real, could not have any respect for him.
Yeah, I have a little trouble equating the long arm of the law with the long arm of God. I don't really see, I mean, you know, it's easy to escape. The reason people try to escape the long arm of the law is because they know they can't. There's a percentage of success with it.
Yeah.
Whereas supposedly with God, that he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Well, that's Santa Claus, whichever God we're talking with.
Yeah. Surprising similarities.
My point is also, I think that if there is a God.
But I mean, there are people who really, really believe in God and still manage to do bad things, right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, like
So I
Michael
mean,
and Sonny and Vito and.
It's not true that being sure forces you to do what you think he wants.
But my final thing I want to say is I think that the whole point of this experiment that God, I just kind of think this is like an experiment. This is just like a petri dish, the Earth is, you know, and it's for a God. And his object is he wants to get people's faith, you know, because it's the only way you could have, if you said, look, I'm not going to let you know the secret until you die anyway. So you're going to have to believe, you have to take my word for it. Basically saying, it's like, this is like, forget about it. You just got to take my word for it, and that's how it's going to be. So when you build up that faith, and that's what he wants, that's what he craves. It's like, you know, that's what he's got a yen for, as people say, faith.
But again, if that's the point, why doesn't he make it blatantly obvious that he exists?
Because why would you? Then you'd be fear the God. That's what I don't like that phrase, fearing God. I don't.
But I mean, Christianity,
God.
When you believe it, makes you fear the God. Does that make them not free anymore once they believe it?
He wants a. I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, I think he wants a nice faith. I don't think he wants a faith like. I believe I got all the faith in the world.
He didn't pull it off.
When we eventually do become a police state, they're going to come in kicking our teeth in.
Yeah,
I got faith in that.
Then he's not a very good God in the sense that he messed up big time, because that's not where we are. And it would be better of him to just come down and, you know, stomp around New York City, get on the 7 o'clock news, and say, look, here's what the deal is, people. And basically just outline
tsunami
things.
was what you're looking for, then at least he could have made some kind of clear indication of what he was telling us.
Exactly.
If you really want a guy that comes out with, he's got a profile, and he's wearing a new suit of clothes, he's got an Armani suit, he's about 800 feet tall, and he stomps around Fifth Avenue like you're saying, and he goes,
if that's
okay,
what he is, sure.
Our camera's up here.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. I want you to build me a big chair to sit on over there by Wisconsin, and I'll sit there and look at you all.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, I don't think that...
If that's what he wants.
Where would be the fun and the pleasure in that, having everybody... It's like when you're a boss and you tell... It's like that commercial where the boss is driving and he tells a joke and everybody laughs at it, hysterically going, good joke, boss. And you have to look on his face like, yeah, you ass kisser, excuse me.
Yeah.
But again, if that's
what about a boss who would not tell you any of the company rules, but
fire you indiscriminately? You broke some unspoken rule, therefore you're fired. What are the rules? Sorry, I was testing you.
What are you saying the rules? That's not what supposedly religion is a set of rules.
Yeah, but which religion?
Well, that's like the basic rules.
Not necessarily.
Abraham Lincoln said that.
A lot of religions have very contradictory rules. Which ones are the right ones?
I'm not talking about the nutsy Jim Jones type, you know.
No, I know you're not talking
either.
about any details. I'm talking about the grand scheme of things. Do you believe in Jesus? If you don't believe in Jesus, Christianity says, ain't gonna happen, period. If you go to another religion, that one says, believe in Jesus and you're gonna burn in hell.
Oh yeah,
you gotta pick one of those.